So here at vivain.com at the happy hour, we're now going to talk to my next guest, and we have here Luís Palinhos, who is the sales director of GAVTOUR. Now, I will just say very briefly that GAVTOUR is probably the largest real estate agent in the Algarve, and I gather that you have over 54 offices throughout Portugal. But firstly, you're here to talk about one specific project in the Tavira region, but first we'll show the video about GAVTOUR.
The Manuelin doorway is the point where one crosses from the past to the future. The Convento das Bernardas in Tavira is to be reborn into a new period of its history. It is in a prime location, facing the marshlands of the Rio Formosa. It is bathed in the same unmistakable light as this treasure of nature. A few meters away, the Roman bridge over the Rio Galão adds even more to the history of this building. The perfect place for people who are looking for a certain magic, for a harmonious lifestyle. We are in a region of great natural beauty, where life pulsates in every gesture, and where time follows the rhythm of the senses. It was in the municipality of Tavira that nature created one of the most beautiful coastal settings, beaches with white sand and crystal clear seas, making you forget the world continues elsewhere, and there is even more to be discovered. The Convento das Bernardas, which was originally known as the female monastery of Saint Bernardo, stands in this spectacular landscape. The building was commissioned by Dom Manuel I in 1509 as a way of giving thanks for the failure of the Moorish siege of the city of Arzelia on the coast of North Africa. 500 years later, this was the challenge given to the architect Eduardo Souto-Moura, recognized internationally for the complexity and dynamism of his work. Souto-Moura carried out a project that was something original in Portugal, transforming a monument into a residential property in a similar way to what is done in other countries in Europe. The convent's state of advanced disrepair meant that it was necessary to involve one of the top Portuguese specialists in the restoration of old buildings. João Appleton was in charge of the structural and stabilizing work, an absolute guarantee of quality and safety. The historical background, the convent setting, and Souto-Moura's unique brand of creativity resulted in an exceptional design, which transforms the ruined building into a luxury residential property. The restoration of the building is the most visible aspect of this bold undertaking, which in aesthetic terms means the Manuelin Gothic doorway and the original design of the facades. The monastic ambience, serene and unhurried, is preserved in the huge internal garden. However, the Convento das Bernardas offers a perfect blend of the historical and the modern. 2 saltwater swimming pools with Finnish overflow, video surveillance, reception, condominium lounge and museum area are some of the conveniences and services from the modern world that the Convento das Bernardas provides. Concern for the environment underpinned all the building plans for the properties. Inside, new technologies have been put to work in support of the environment and natural resources. Rainwater is used for irrigation and for toilet systems. There are thermodynamic solar panels, and the air conditioning system, lighting, domestic appliances and the solar panels are all controlled by a domotic system. The 78 properties range from studio apartments to 3-bedroom apartments. High-quality materials, contemporary comfort and careful design combined with the latest telecommunications systems. This is the first property in the Algarve to have fibre optics for its television, voice communications and internet system. Overlooking the Ria Formosa marshland and the mouth of the Gilau River, the Convento das Bernardas offers a unique view over the age-old salt pans of Tavira. A perfect home, steeped in 5 centuries of history.
Welcome back to vivarin.com and today's happy hour. Now, I have with me now Luís Palinhos, the sales director of GovTour, which is Portugal's leading real estate agent and certainly the largest in the Algarve. Now, Luís, GovTour markets all sorts of different resorts throughout Portugal, but there's something very special about Convento das Bernardas, isn't it? Tell me a little bit about the fact that it started as a convent 500 years ago. So you have a beautiful building that you're reconstructing.
Good morning. Yes, it's will be a nice building and a nice project. 500 years they make this year. It's a convent of nuns. Before, of course, and they have different stages until this reconstruction. Quite good friend and investor, they bought the convent for transform in the habitation. I think it's the first one in Portugal. Will be for habitation, because normally the convents are for hotels, for museums and so on, and this one I think will be the first.
Well, indeed, and the Convento das Bernardas lies in a very central area of Tavira. It's been a landmark in the town for years and years and years. But I think you have a very special architect involved with you in reconstructing this beautiful old building.
Yes, the promoter invites the Arquiteto Sotomora, who is quite a good architect, Portuguese architect and with prestige, and make a wonderful job for the convent. All the apartments are more or less in lofts, duplex and triplex,
right.
And we have also simplex. And in fact, we are just on the water, on the Salinas of Tavira, walking distance from the center, the city center, and walking distance from the river. And we could take the clients to the islands, to the beach and so on.
Well, indeed. I think many people would agree with me that Tavira is one of the most beautiful towns in Portugal. It's a traditional, beautiful town with traditional old-style architecture. And many Portuguese holiday in the Tavira area because the Eastern Algarve is such a popular, quiet, beautiful destination for families particularly. Do you anticipate that the buyers at Convento das Bernardas will be families or individuals, or also those people interested in a good property investment?
A little bit of everything, but for families, yes. Also, we don't expect to have so many Portuguese buyers, yes. By the fact, probably by the name of the architect, also for the fact it will be in the convent, because the inside houses, they are quite different from the normal.
Yes.
And yes, also Tavira is became a quite famous town in the Algarve.
Indeed, indeed.
Different from the other towns, different from Vila Moura, from it's a different tourism we have in Tavira. And also the fact we are very near to the airport is...
well, indeed, it's 20 minutes, isn't it?
20
Faro
minutes
Airport.
maximum from the
and
airport.
you have 4 or 5 top quality golf courses,
yes.
very close to Tavira.
Yes.
And I'm right in thinking, Luís, that this beautiful old building, renovation work started at the end of August this year.
Yes.
And we anticipate a 2-year renovation program.
Almost 2 years, yes.
Okay.
It's quite a hard job. Renovation is not the same as construction from the beginning. Then it takes hard to do it.